I'm not even live yet, and chat's already disconnected and reconnected. Hi, hello. So we're gonna do that thing that I've been doing lately, real quick. I'm gonna use the Enchanted Map Oracle. When I do this, there are reversals. I do my best, as always. We're gonna get three cards: the topic, the challenge, and the advice. Last night, I was like, well, what if there is no challenge? Well, if there is no challenge, then the challenge card and the advice will pretty much indicate that there is no challenge. Because there's not always a challenge. Ooh, the topic is face down. Love that. Let's get the challenge. Please. Please, Louise. How is everyone doing? Slow and steady in reverse is the challenge. And the advice. Ooh, two cards for advice. Moonlight at the bottom of the deck. Moonlight was at the outside of the window yesterday because I remember it was a 51-15. We have number 52 and number 36 in reverse. So the advice is magical map shifter upright with commitment in reverse. This is, I was talking to somebody maybe at work, and they were talking about how their car can like go off road. That's literally the advice is to go off road. It's like if things aren't moving as quickly as you want in life, go off road. If there's traffic backed up from here to Kalamazoo and you have an off-road vehicle, you don't have to use the highway. Apparently. The topic is Magic Stream in reverse. So with Magic Stream in reverse and Slow and Steady in reverse, this feels like something that was lucrative or something that had like a lot of momentum at one point. Maybe something that provided a lot of it's not guidance, but it's like it's related to something that there was a lot of passion around, and that passion made it easy to keep going when the going was getting rough. But it's just dried up. And maybe slow and steady in reverse being the challenge. It's like things have ground to a halt. Like it's not even. It's like the magic stream was a river, and then it was that stream, then it was a brook, and now it's like it's not even anything. And the advice again is to go off road. Advice is commitment in reverse with the magical map shifter upright. So I feel like this one is pretty straightforward. Moonlight in reverse. Trust your intuition, your guidance. It'll guide you in the way that you want to go. She does look a little sad here. And so there is going to be that time of grief, probably a time of mourning, something that was so magical. Look, 18 is the moon. Something that was so magical for so long. But now it's like the fantasy has been ruined, reality has set in. The honeymoon period, the honeymoon phase is over. And it's interesting, again, that the advice is commitment in reverse. Because I feel like a lot of times, maybe not a lot of times, sometimes the advice would be to like tough it out and stick through it and to find those things that you enjoy. And there has been like the Fool card in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse. There's been a lot of like tough it out and stay messages lately, but today it's like cut yourself free, go off road, don't be afraid to go off path. I think sometimes when we are so worried and so concerned about a path, we sort of lock ourselves to certain things. And in doing so, sometimes we take the magic out of it. So that's it. Nice and short. I hope you have an amazing whenever you see this. I hope you're acting in alignment to make all that you wish to experience your reality. Solitude in reverse with peaks of joy in reverse. I hope that whatever you need along your path, journey, or way you find. Balancing act. Solitude, peaks of joy in reverse, both of them. Balancing act upright. I guess there was it's a commitment to self. Like especially after like there's been some healing and stuff like that. And if there was something that came into our life that was like, oh my gosh, this is like what I've been healing for. This is the next step. This is it. Sometimes like that thing isn't it. Sometimes there's something else that is it. Sometimes there are these intermediary things that we are drawn to. And they're so much more than everything that we knew before, but they're not like the be all end all. But when we reach that moment again where like that healing has happened, then we can commit to ourselves. And so any commitment that we have to a person, to a place, to a thing being a company or whatever, those commitments shouldn't compromise our commitment with self. And if they do, then there's something that's like not aligning, right? Now, compromise is interesting because while we will probably and should probably compromise, like while we should meet people in the middle, and while things may not necessarily always be perfectly the way that we want them, which leaves opportunity for them to be better. Um, like that compromise is different than like compromising one's integrity, compromising one's ethics or morality, compromising one's beliefs, compromising one's desires. And that's the one that we usually compromise on. But it's like if something is deeply unaligned with you to the point where there is no magic in it, then it's like, why even do that commitment? You know? Could it be worked on? Sure. But magical map shifter is saying go off road. And then Moonlight is here. This makes me think of Mooncat in the Archeo archetypes. And it's the one that basically marches to the beat of their own drum. And it's the drum that they hear deep inside. So, again, happy, healthy. I'm trying to think of H words, and harrowing is the next word that's popping into my mind, but we don't want that. Happy, healthy, harmonizing. There we go. Harmonizing instead of harrowing. Love that. And until next time, bye.